So we got a nice video for y'all today. Today we are unboxing the Quest 3. Now I do already have the Quest 2. I've been loving VR, man. This has been one of my favorite purchases. I ain't gonna front when it comes to gaming over the last few years. Now, the main reason I got this, of course, is for sim racing, but I do enjoy a lot of other. I got some Quest VR or some VR PC games and stuff that I like to play with this, but the main attraction for me was the improved graphics. And yes, let's get to it, man. We ain't gonna beat down on the bush anyway. So, what do I have right here? We got this. It said peel this off real quick. Peel this off real quick. And we're gonna test it out on ACC today without any. I know there are a lot of settings out there, but for me, I don't care about no settings. We're gonna do it on default, and then I'm gonna eventually fine tune it. You know what I mean? So, what's in the box? Y'all ask. Here it is. This is what we got right here. Okay, got the headset. Of course, with the trash strap. I'm gonna rock this strap. I also got myself this. Right, I watch a bunch of reviews, so I got this. So I'm gonna put this on later, not now. So I'm excited for this, man. I ain't gonna lie, I am excited. And two controllers, of course. 1, 2. Claim to be improved. We're gonna see how they work out. The rest is down here somewhere. What else we got in the box? Charger cables. Charger cable. And of course, we don't get this for Apple no more. And the manual is here as well. So I'm about to go set this up and test this out. And of course, y'all gonna see the footage to go forward. But again, I love playing VR games. Now, hopefully, because ACC took a lot to dial in the Meta 2 for ACC. Hopefully, it's not that much. But I did have a few settings that used to work. Again, let's get to the video. All right, so here we have some gameplay, and one thing I noticed really fast, I am tall, okay? I am very tall. For this VR, it's like how I sit in cars in real life, for real. I ain't gonna pro y'all, but I was still able to see everything, and it's just a much more improved version, bro. Like compared to the Quest 2, because of course I had the Quest 2, right? The Meta Quest 2 for a while now, right? And outright out of the box, as soon as I plugged it in without really changing the settings, it was already way better, right? And then I dialed in. What you all are seeing is the dial in settings. I had to change a few things. Now, it's not perfected as yet. And exactly what you're seeing on screen is what I'm seeing within my headset. Now, I have to say, if a lot of people ask if it's the same or if it's going to be as sharp as a monitor or so, it's not. It's not going to be as sharp as a monitor, but I gotta be honest with you, the immersion of this and the way this feels, it feels like you're in a car. For real, like it feels like you're in a car. Now, I was able to play with this for very long. Usually, like when I'm playing or when I used to use the Quest 2 whenever I did it, which was very rare because, of course, eventually you get motion sickness and stuff like that because it just wasn't as sharp. I was actually able to play with this for a pretty long period of time. And all I did was run laps like this. I didn't really go in any races. I was still trying to dial in and adjust certain settings, watching as much YouTube videos to figure out what other people was doing and trying to dial it in so I could try to improve my situation because my PC, I think, and that's the next thing, I think you need at least a decent PC to run this because I got a 3080, I think, Super. or something like that. Yeah, I think I got a 3080 Super. And that's what I'm running in the background with this VR headset.
Crazy.
But I have to tell y'all, man, it is worth it. For real. It's a great improvement, a much, much welcome improvement, especially because I was a little skeptical because of the Quest 2. I bought the Quest 2 mainly for sim racing, and then it ended up being one of my favorite entertainment devices because eventually all I did was watch movies on it. I played a few games like tennis and stuff like that because the racing, the sim racing aspect of on it outside of game like Automobilista 2 wasn't really that good for me because I heard people said it was pretty decent in iRacing and I didn't play iRacing. But as far as ACC, it just wasn't that good. You would dial it in and it would be okay, but it still wasn't that good for me personally. But when it comes to this game right here, way before I even dialed it in, I was like, oh, it's better. It's better. So I could imagine when I really perfect the settings, it's going to be a whole nother ballpark. Now, again,
I ain't gonna lie.
I might have to try virtual. What is it? Virtual. I forgot what you call it, where you don't have to use the wire because, as y'all see, I'm actually using the link cable right now. This was an old link cable I had from my Quest 2 that still works. I'm gonna have to check and see if I could probably get a faster link cable if it's possible. But this one was working pretty well. But if it could get better, why not try and look and do some research and see if I could get some improvements? Of course, it with something like this, you're trying to squeeze out as much performance as possible. And these cables usually are not that expensive, especially if you go third party. Now, if you buy one of those from Meta, that's a different story. But there are a lot of third party cables that will work just as good or might even work better, to be quite honest. Oh, I'm losing control. Ah! Yes, and then I'll probably reset. This happened to me a few times where I lost control, trying to push it a little hard. And look, I'm just looking around, just looking at the immersion, I'll just enjoying all of this. For a few things I noticed though before I head out. One thing is the battery life was terrible, man. I ain't gonna front with you. Now I didn't charge it, but the battery ran down, and it was at a decent percentage, and that's why I eventually stopped. The battery died on me, and I had to keep charging. And even like last night I went and I was doing some stuff with it and it died really fast. But I did buy a strap with a backup battery on it as well. Probably going to do a review on that eventually, so stay locked in for that as well. The next thing is the options. I was actually seeing a lot of the options. I was able to go through the options in the headset, but it wouldn't show on screen like this, so I couldn't record me going through the options, or even a lot of information was within the headset but wasn't able to see it on screen. But overall, I have to say, man, I was impressed. And I can't wait to really perfect the settings to dial it in the right way. And I'm probably going to be practicing with this a little bit more. So again, I just was running some practice laps right here just to test it out, just to try to get the settings the best way possible, at least for now. Remember, I only got a 3080. I think the better PC you have, or the more powerful the PC, the better the quality will be as well. But for my level of PC, this was actually pretty good. So let me know what y'all think. Y'all know what it is. And don't forget, y'all, before y'all head out, I did create a Discord where we could actually link up, play with each other, you know what I mean? We could actually go in some lobbies and just keep working together and getting better at this sim racing thing, y'all. Y'all see what it is. I'm invested in this, y'all. I love sim racing right now. It's one of my favorite or best pastimes right now, y'all. And I just love the process. It's not always about winning. Sometimes I'm the way how I'm looking at it, I'm racing against myself. So I'm always trying to make improvements to myself. So I'm never upset. It's always just a relaxing thing for me to do right now. So join in the Discord. The link is in the description. Come through, say what up. Y'all know what it is. It's Survive. How blessed one. Till next time. Be safe out there, y'all. Peace.
Be careful on those.